This is ABC7 News at 11, your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
Good evening, I'm Haley Wilgus. Thank you for joining us tonight. Football Friday night starts in just 15 minutes. But first tonight, new developments from Hurricane Harvey, which has now been upgraded to a Category 4 storm with winds more than 130 miles per hour. We're taking a look here at this video that was shot from Corpus Christi, Texas, less than an hour ago. You can see the wind, the rain just pummeling the area. Harvey will be the first major hurricane to hit Texas in 18 years. ABC's Lana Zach is on the ground in Houston as the state of Texas prepares for the worst.
Hurricane Harvey is ripping into the Gulf Coast. Residents of Texas, Mississippi, and Louisiana now bracing for the worst. The monster storm visible from space. 10 million people under watches and warnings, many urged to evacuate.
We went up to the Exxon to get milk and they just poured it up and I was like, all right, that's it.
Residents of Corpus Christi under a voluntary evacuation order were offered buses to San Antonio. Others in Rockport, Texas told they had no choice. They needed to go or else.
Those that are going to stay, it's unfortunate, but they should make some type of preparation to mark their arm with a Sharpie pen, put their Social Security number on it and their name.
Texas's governor has activated 1,300 National Guard troops, opening enough shelters to house 41,000 evacuees. As storm surges are predicted to reach up to 12 feet, along with massive flooding and widespread power outages.
This storm is not going to play out overnight. When the power goes off, you can expect it to be off 3 to 7 days.
Also concerning folks here in Houston is the potential for that 1-2 punch. That massive flooding will occur as soon as those rains come in tonight with a deluge that's facing residents here, but that also it could potentially move back out to the Gulf Coast, re-energize itself, and then make a direct hit on Houston on Wednesday. Reporting from Houston, Lana Zach, ABC News.
And with Harvey, this is a good reminder that if you are not prepared with supplies and a plan for you and your family, now is the time to do it. And ABC7 is here to help. We have information on shelters, supply kits, and how to prepare your home in our hour-long special, Surviving a Hurricane. It is available on our platforms, including Apple TV, Amazon Fire, and Roku. And remember, you can get up-to-the-minute updates on Hurricane Harvey and our weather conditions across the Suncoast by downloading the ABC7 weather and news apps. As Hurricane Harvey is hitting the Texas coast, the Suncoast Blood Bank is sounding a call to action, asking anyone who can donate blood to do so. Blood banks in areas in Harvey's direct path have been evacuated, and they have been forced to stop collections. So other blood banks are stepping in and sending donations to areas with the greatest need. Type O blood, especially type O negative blood, is needed most. To help out, you can visit a Suncoast Blood Bank near you. There are locations in Sarasota, Lakewood Ranch, Bradenton, and Venice. The addresses are on your screen. News out of Washington tonight. A White House official reporting that President Donald Trump signed a memo today that directs the Pentagon to ban transgender individuals from openly serving in the military. The Pentagon announcing that it will soon consider circumstances in which some currently serving transgender troops could remain in uniform. The new guidance is expected to give the Pentagon 6 months to determine those circumstances. Another Friday night surprise, President Trump has issued a pardon for Joe Arpaio. The controversial former Maricopa County, Arizona sheriff was found guilty in July of criminal contempt for disregarding a court order in a racial profiling case. Arpaio contended that the order wasn't clear and he didn't intend to violate it. Trump calling Arpaio a worthy candidate for a presidential pardon because of his, quote, more than 50 years of admirable service to our nation. A developing story overseas tonight. U.S. military officials say North Korea has fired 3 failed missiles. The U.S. Pacific Command said in a statement that 2 of the North's missiles failed in flight after an unspecified distance. Another appeared to have blown up immediately. It added that the missile posed no threat to the U.S. territory of Guam, which North Korea had previously warned it would fire missiles toward. North Korea successfully flight tested a pair of intercontinental ballistic missiles in July that analysts say could reach deep into the U.S. mainland once perfected. And Harvey churning in the Gulf, hitting Texas. Steve Newman has All of that information and our local forecast coming up after this.
Invest in Kids is a $7.5 million project to build a new Boys and Girls Club in South Manatee County. I'm Caleb Grimes, and I was a club kid. It's where I learned important life lessons, leadership, integrity, responsibility, and baseball. Thousands of kids attend the Boys and Girls Clubs, and after years of use, their club is slowly falling apart. Help us invest in kids. Make your donation today.
Thank you!
We asked our customers, why is Consumer Cellular your choice in wireless?
Consumer Cellular helps me save money. It's simple and easy.
It is reliable.
I like the fact that there are no contracts.
By moving to Consumer Cellular, my cost is 50% less than it was.
They fit the plan to you.
I have everything I want with Consumer Cellular.
Their customer service is fabulous.
Customers are the #1 priority.
I really feel like they take care of me.
We're proud to have received the J.D. Power Award for highest customer service 3 times in a row.
We really appreciate the AARP discount.
AARP members get exclusive discounts.
It's easy to switch. You could use your own phone and you could use your own number.
Wild horses wouldn't drag me away from Consumer Cellular.
Go with Consumer Cellular.
You're going to save a lot of money.
Switch today. It's all backed by a 30-day risk-free guarantee. Call 1-800-368-8758. Go online or visit a Target store today.
Credit card debt can ruin your life. If you owe $10,000 and minimum payments are siphoning away your paycheck each month, you can get debt-free in less time than you think.
I've paid $800 a month for the past 3 years and haven't changed the balance on my credit card.
Get debt-free now has a program to reduce your debt, stop the harassing phone calls, avoid financial ruin, and settle for less than you owe.
I feel like a huge weight has been lifted off my shoulders.
You're pre-approved for our special hardship program if you owe $10,000 or more. Upon payment of your new lower balance, your debt will finally shrink until you are debt-free.
My family no longer has 30 years of payments ahead of us at 20% interest.
There's no fees until you see results. So call now, make one monthly program payment, and free up your cash. Resolve your debt.
Call 800-685-6422, 800-685-6422.
Watch your Suncoast News at 6 on your streaming device for a chance to win a $50 Visa. It's easy. Just watch weekdays at 6 for the word of the week. Then enter the word at mysuncoast.com for your shot at a $50 Visa. We'll pick the winner each week. Good luck. Check out mysuncoast.com/dining, your guide to the foodie lifestyle.
Just threw down a lot of rain, especially up in Manatee County, and a lot of dangerous lightning too. Behind the rain, 79 degrees, dew point 79 means the humidity is 100%. And some of the heaviest rain actually occurred along State Route 70, past Mayaca City to Arcadia, just wave after wave, training of that moisture. Over 5 inches out there toward Arcadia, 3.6 at Mayaca City, under 2 inches for the most part, but a couple areas got 2.5 down around Venice. Now, the storms were pivoting around what we're calling kind of an embryonic tropical storm. It's a broad area of low pressure that has a 50% chance of becoming a tropical depression as it moves into the Atlantic on Monday and Tuesday. And you can kind of see it swirling around there, and all that lightning, we're still seeing some off of Longboat Key, off of Lido right now, moving into Venice, and there's another wave coming in right now, a lot of lightning off of Longboat Key. So be alert to that and stay indoors near those storms. We can see the eye of Hurricane Harvey moving ashore in the last couple of hours as a Category 4 storm. You can see by radar the clear spiraling bands, and they are a major threat of tornadoes. You can see a tornado watch stretches back into Louisiana through the overnight hours. It's these bands, as it encounters the land, causes a spin up of these tornadoes that can cause a lot of damage. In fact, they've already had 3 tornado warnings in the Galveston area so far from the storm. Now there is the eye slowly moving over San Jose Island and approaching Port Aransas. That's Aransas Bay. The eye is now on shore with 130 miles per hour of wind power. And here is the official forecast from the National Hurricane Center. There's the speed. It's a Category 4 storm. Now overnight tonight and tomorrow it'll move inland, weakening to a Category 2 by 8 a.m. down to 75-mile-an-hour winds by tomorrow afternoon, and then it looks like it's going to loop back around. Sunday morning, only 60-mile-an-hour winds, which is tropical storm force. Now let's look at the European model that's done a very good job of this, showing the strong winds to the right of the storm, moving ashore tonight, tomorrow Sunday, Monday night, Tuesday, moving back over the Gulf, strengthening a little bit, and then moving ashore again. This is 5 days of hurricane force winds or hurricane conditions or tropical storm conditions over East Texas, and just rain after rain coming in. Catastrophic flooding, not only for the rain, but also from the storm surge coming in. The computer models are all over the place on this. Look at the spaghetti plot. Really, no one knows what it's going to do after about 24 hours. They're just going in all different directions. But one thing is clear, it's going to be somewhere around here for a few days, dumping a lot of rainfall. And here's a European model's forecast of rainfall between now and Wednesday, and just unbelievable amounts. All the forecasters I've listened to and spoke to today have never seen anything like this in the history of tropical storm weather, or as far as our records go back. To have a storm this strong move ashore, stay around for 4 or 5 days, dumping this kind of rain. This could be a major natural disaster, and ABC News will be covering it overnight. And Good Morning America starts at 5 a.m. with extensive coverage as well. There is that embryonic tropical depression swirling over Florida with just more rain right on through the weekend, and it really will move into the Atlantic by Monday afternoon, and then we'll see the conditions improve. 70% chance of thunderstorms tonight, low of 77. More thunderstorms tomorrow, likely 85. High temperature about 5 degrees cooler than normal because of the rainfall. Now here's your 7-day outlook, showing that we have a 70% chance of storms tomorrow, down to 50% on Sunday, and then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we see that chance drop down to 30. We'll be back with more and our Friday night football coverage coming up in just a few minutes.
Are you Goodwill?
Yes, because when I donate
or shop at Goodwill,
I'm creating a job.
I am Goodwill, yeah, yeah.
Attention Sarasota and surrounding cities. After 25 years in Sarasota, Bacon's Furniture and Design will be moving to create Southwest Florida's largest and most dynamic furniture store. We must liquidate everything in the store at huge savings as fast as possible. Do not miss this opportunity to purchase quality sofas, bedrooms, dining rooms, patio furniture, mattresses, and more. All at the absolute lowest prices possible. The Bacon's Furniture and Design relocation sell-off. Nobody beats Bacon's.
It's Lincoln's summer sales event here at Alex Karras Lincoln. Drive a brand new 2017 Lincoln MKX Sport Utility for $349 per month, or Lincoln's flagship, the 2017 Continental, for $449 per month. We have a great selection of certified pre-owned Lincolns. These vehicles have warranties up to 100,000 miles and come with complimentary roadside assistance. Alex Karras Lincoln, affordable luxury, winner of the prestigious 2015 President's Award, serving Florida's Sun Coast since 1978. We're located 2 miles north of the Sarasota-Bradenton Airport on US 41.
Attention! Royal Seas Cruises has just announced their deal of the day, a $99 Caribbean cruise for 2 people. This amazing cruise deal to the Bahamas is only available to the first 500 callers who register in your area today. So get ready to write down this number and act fast. We know that the best type of traveler is a repeat guest, so we're offering this $99 Caribbean cruise to prove it. That's $99 per couple, including your stateroom, all your delicious meals, full spa, live entertainment, 3 kids clubs, and more. Come see why we were voted one of the top 10 best overall cruises by Cruise Critic. We're so sure you'll enjoy yourself and become a repeat customer that you're getting this deal of the day for the unbelievable low price of just $99 per couple. But you've got to act fast. Pick up the phone and be one of the first 500 callers to take the Caribbean cruise of a lifetime for just $99 per couple. Call right now or log on to royalcruisenow.com.
Call 800-906-0489.
When I was growing up, my mom told us, always treat others the way you want to be treated. She did business with companies that shared her values, like Mutual of Omaha. She had a guaranteed whole life insurance policy through United of Omaha Life Insurance Company, a Mutual of Omaha company. When my mother passed away, her United of Omaha policy helped cover her funeral expenses and bills, and they had money on its way to us within 24 hours.
United of Omaha is here to take care of you. When you call the number on your screen, we'll help find the right policy for you. If you're between 45 and 85, you can get coverage up to $25,000 with no medical exam. Call us right now at the number on your screen.
Now I know I'll be taking care of my family, even after I'm gone.
United of Omaha guaranteed whole life insurance. Call or go online now. Be there for their future.
During Nightline and possibly overnight as well. Football Friday night starts right now.
Good night.
Hello and welcome, everyone. Welcome to Football Friday Nights. I'm Adam Cellini, Dwayne Lindo. We have Josh Smithers. Just made it.
That's just right.
in time. Thank you. There. Yeah, this season already off to a very similar start as last season. Coach, I'm sure you remember a lot of rain there early in the year last year.
Yeah, there was a ton of rain.
And tonight, a lot of rain outs. Dwayne, you were up in Manatee County, where we sure got pounded up there.
Yeah, you know, a carbon copy of last season. You know, Mother Nature didn't really agree with us last season. This season, the same thing. But my breaststroke was on point because I swam all the way from Hawkins Stadium to the station.
That's very well done.
Yeah.
Very well done, sir. And, Coach, we're actually going to start with your game tonight. Riverview, one of the few games to actually play tonight. You guys were out there taking on, pardon me, you guys were taking on Booker, the Tornadoes.
Yes.
And, yeah, I mean, you know, Coach, what were you expecting kind of going in there game one?
Well, you know, this is a game that gets a lot of hype with our kids. It's an inner city game, and you know, we felt our kids had a great week of practice. The coaches prepared our kids well, and we're off to a fast start tonight.
Now, oddly enough, you guys do have Arthur Brantley, a former Booker player, now quarterbacking for you. What do you like about him so far?
Oh, he's great. He's a true dual threat quarterback, so he can do it with his legs and his arms, and it's just exciting having him back there. He can take a bad play call and turn it into a great play. So. It's always a nice thing to have.
I mean, he's a game maker. I mean, he could turn the game around in a heartbeat.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. I mean, he did it last week against Lakewood Ranch, and it's a blown play, and he takes off for a 35-yard touchdown. So.
All right, and I don't know. Here we go now with the highlight coming up there. Riverview taking on Booker, and here's one of my favorite players, Coach. Right out of the gate, Ollie Boyce back at running back for you guys. What an advantage. What type of advantage is he, Coach?
Oh, well, he's great. I mean, he's such a hard-nosed runner, great balance. Again, a guy that can break tackles and just make you look like you're a lot better coach than what you are.
All right, awesome. And there was Arthur Brantley. You saw showing off the arm. That was a 35-yard pass to Zydarian Grable. And a lot of offensive options, Coach. Is there anything in particular you guys are trying to do on offense this year?
Well, we're always going to start by running the football. We got Ollie Boyce, but like you saw right there, we have great weapons at receiver also and a great quarterback.
Now, oh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh, you know, Coach, I have a question for you, too. You know, with this new playoff system, does this help, hurt Riverview, or does it stay the same?
Well, you know, I'm not 100% sure. I've tried not to get ahead of myself, but I do know that if you don't win the district, that points matter. And so one of my concerns with tonight's game was make sure that the game was going to be an official game so that we can get the points that we need to in case, you know, we can't win the district and we're looking to try to get in by a point.
Excellent, and I'm glad you make that point because you guys did meet with the coaches. We're able to confirm that as a victory, even though only one quarter was played before the weather rolled in, and it was a 35-0 win. And as you mentioned, big points for Riverview High School.
Yeah, that was great. So we were able to make it official, and so we got what we needed out of it.
Excellent. Yeah, we'll definitely be talking much more about the playoff system coming up. Now, we did have a matchup down south that also played. It was Port Charlotte taking care of those Northport Bobcats. Dwayne, how about Port Charlotte down there in that district?
You know, Port Charlotte was the runner-up last year in the district. Charlotte, obviously, the team to beat within that district. But it's going to be a precarious situation for Port Charlotte this season because with this new point system, this is a district that has 3 Cape Coral teams that are fairly weak. And, you know, they don't play a lot of heavy hitters. So it'll be interesting to see what Port Charlotte does this season in terms of trying to make it in the playoffs because I tell you what, guys, Charlotte is the team to beat, like I said.
Well, they're certainly off to a good start. 54 points against the Bobcats tonight. That is a lot of offensive production. They'll certainly need it against the Charlotte Tarpons. Now, we are going to take a look now at the lucky teams who left our area tonight and were able to play their football games. Venice High School, one of those, picking up a big win in Georgia against Camden County. That was a matchup they had last year at home, able to go on the road and take care of a good team up there in Georgia. Bradenton Christian shut out against Jordan Christian. Also, Cardinal Mooney able to take care of Bishop Verreau on the road. And Sarasota, the Sailors, a similar situation to you, Coach. They only got about a quarter or a half in, but they scored a lot of points against Celebration. And as far as we know, able to pick up the victory there. Tomorrow, IMG Blue will be in Arizona taking on Chandler, and IMG White was supposed to be at home tonight, but they ended up being canceled. Also canceled our game of the week this week. Dwayne Lindo, you were there all night. It was Manatee High School hosting the Lakeland Dreadnoughts. And, yeah, kind of a missed opportunity to see Manatee. What were some of the storylines, we were keeping an eye on there?
Last year, Manatee, their defense wasn't on point. This year, the coach, new coach, Yusuf Shakir, he's trying to get this team on point. You have a new coach, new system, new opportunities for a lot of these players. I think the coach is on the right track. This is a coach coming from a program, Tallahassee Lincoln. So, look for him to do some big things over there up in Manatee. I think he's a great fit for this program. He's going to have some problems, though, because the guy sitting next to me, he's going to have to get past this guy and his team.
Yeah, that's a good point. Coach, missed opportunity kind of for you tonight to see Manatee play.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a great game, for Manatee to be able to play against a team like Lakeland, kind of give them a chance to see where they're at. But, we're not feeling too sorry for Manatee for anything. So we'll be ready for them when we get to them.
And just keep in mind, too, that Manatee, Lakeland was first. Obviously, this game was postponed, but Lakeland, top 10 in the state in 7A. You guys are a powerhouse in your own right. So Manatee the strength of schedule for Manatee is off the charts.
Yeah, they don't take the easy way out with their scheduling. They go after all the big guys and the big dogs, and they're going to be battle tested by the time we get to them. They'll definitely be battle tested, and hopefully it comes down to both of us, for the district title.
Excellent. Well, coming up after the break, we'll have some more commentary from coaches of those teams that did not play tonight, but they're looking ahead to the rest of their season. Plus, we'll have some highlights from Braden Rivers' Orlando opener on Thursday night against a Final Four team from Colorado. Stick around.
When you want to get away from it all, to a place where you can do everything, or nothing at all, surrounded by natural beauty and all the modern amenities you might desire, then you'll want to be here at the Wanna Be Inn on the beautiful shores of Manasota Key, Florida. To plan your escape, log on to wannabeinn.com.
Today, everyone is looking for carpeting that lasts longer. G. Fried has you covered with Karastan. With a legacy of quality and integrity, we provide you with a huge selection of Karastan carpets with exclusive lifetime limited warranties. All installed by our highly skilled, highly knowledgeable team. Come ask us why Karastan is the best and most durable. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
They're coming from Tampa, Fort Myers, even Orlando. They're coming from everywhere for the Sarasota Ford Promise. We promise we're more than a dealership. We're a destination with a movie theater, massage room, aquarium, cafe, and more. We promise to give you top dollar for your trade, even if you don't buy from us. And if you do, we promise you the best deal. Bring us any competitor's ad and we'll beat it by at least $1,000. That's why they're coming from everywhere to Sarasota Ford, where 41 meets 301. SarasotaFord.com.
Join the fun at the Weddings of Sarasota 17th Annual Wedding Show at the iconic Sarasota Municipal Auditorium on US 41. Sunday, August 27th from noon to 4. Enjoy food, fun, and entertainment with a runway show on stage at 3 p.m. $2,000 in Weddings of Sarasota dollars given out after the runway show. You must be present to win. Pre-register at weddingsofsarasota.com. Brides and grooms are free if registered by midnight on August 25th. Weddings of Sarasota. Register today.
This is an important medical announcement. Xarelto and Pradaxa have been linked to uncontrollable bleeding and even death. If you've been prescribed one of these drugs and have experienced these dangerous side effects, you may be entitled to substantial compensation. Studies show that Pradaxa can cause more heart attacks than warfarin, and other countries have already issued safety warnings against this drug. Call now for a free assessment of your case and potential money damages. The call is confidential, there's no cost, and you may be eligible. Juries have awarded millions of dollars to Pradaxa victims, and thousands of Xarelto victims are filing their legal cases. Call the Drug Watch hotline if you or a loved one used Xarelto or Pradaxa and experienced uncontrollable bleeding, brain hemorrhage, or even death. You must call now.
Call 800-793-6055. 800-793-6055.
The ABC7 First Alert Hurricane Guide. Download yours today.
due to weather. One of those, Charlotte will be playing tomorrow. Lakewood Ranch rescheduled for Monday, and then I believe it is Out of Door Academy also rescheduled for Monday. And the Palmetto Tigers will take on Southeast tomorrow on Saturday. Also, we have a Bayshore High School. They are actually canceled. They will not be rescheduling for any time soon here. Now, we did want to show you the statement from the FHSA. We talked about the playoffs a little earlier. They are saying that those points will count, but you have to finish the game. Coach, you talked about it. That's why it's so important to make sure those games are complete, correct?
Absolutely.
Yeah, you got to make sure we get those games in and make sure they are counted. Now, we spoke with a few of the coaches of those canceled games. You saw Palmetto rescheduled. They are hoping for a big season. Jason Spicer Jr. now moving back to wide receiver. Dwayne played quarterback last year. That offense certainly looking good in the Kickoff Classic. They were scoring early and often against Booker. They have a lot of guys returning on defense, and that's one thing that Coach Dave Marino said he is looking forward to the most this year.
We feel like, we have a great group of seniors that have been playing a lot of football since they were sophomores. My tenure, I've never had as many returning starters that have started since their sophomore year as this group. So we feel real good about our team unity and the experience that we have.
And Adam, speaking of defense, that's what's going to make or break Palmetto this year. I think the defense, they've been together for a while. They're a cohesive unit. Look, this new playoff system as well, I'm sure Dave Marino is happy about this new playoff system, being in the same district with Braden River and Venice.
Very much designed kind of for them, a team that's good but always on the outs. And how about the team they're supposed to play? Southeast High School, Alex Taylor coming back at quarterback. Coach, you say you know Rashad West, the head coach there. Are they in good hands?
Oh, absolutely. He was a heck of a player when he was at Southeast, and I couldn't imagine anyone else doing as good of a job as he's going to do up there. And you could already see the improvement from the first year when he took over, so they're going to be fine.
Absolutely. And one thing Coach West said before the game that he wanted to see was how his young guys were able to react to that high-energy matchup tonight.
Well, the biggest weakness is how some of these young kids are going to react in this environment tonight when we get out and play in a rivalry game. But I guess our biggest pro is we've got some older kids on offense, so they should react and they should be used to this.
And obviously always having expectations for yourself, but it doesn't hurt to have an experienced quarterback. Isn't that right, Coach?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, in order to be successful, if you look at all the good ones, they've got experienced quarterbacks.
And there you go. And Alex Taylor is a senior. He played a ton of snaps last year when they went to the playoffs for the second straight year. Should be a good season for them. Let's talk a little bit about Braden River now. They played Thursday night, Dwayne, against a team from Colorado, a team that finished in the Final Four. Kind of a shootout, but they played really well.
Yeah, this team is out of Littleton, Colorado. This team is one of the best teams in the state of Colorado, and they're not a small school. They're a fairly big school. Their rival is Columbine High School, which obviously had the tragedy there years ago. But Braden River is off to a great start. Look for them to obviously it'll be between Venice and Braden River within this particular district, but Braden River is off to a great start.
All right, very good.
Kudos to the coach.
Sorry to stop you there. We'll take another quick break and see when you get back.